Pressure creates stress. Stress evolves into anxiety. Anxiety triggers paralysis. Paralysis causes stagnation. Stagnation gives way to yearning. Yearning begets action. Action leads to catharsis. Catharsis to relief.
If you ever watched David Fincher's electrifying 1999 movie Fight Club and thought, we should start a fight club, then congratulations, you have missed the point of Fight Club. Before we start the video, there are some rules that you have to follow strictly. 1. You do not talk about Fight Club. 2. You do not talk about Fight Club. Last rule. If this is your first night at Fight Club, you have to fight. Fight Club, directed by the visionary David Fincher and adapted from Chuck Palahniuk's novel, is a dark and enigmatic journey into the psyche of its nameless protagonist, Edward Norton. In a world characterized by consumerism, isolation, and spiritual emptiness, our protagonist's life takes an unexpected turn. We meet our narrator, a disillusioned and insomniac office worker drifting through life in a numbing haze. His existence is marked by a soul-crushing job, insipid consumerism, and a crippling inability to connect with the world around him. Seeking solace, he begins attending various support groups for afflictions he does not suffer from, immersing himself in the pain and suffering of strangers to find a fleeting sense of purpose. These encounters paint a vivid picture of his desperate search for meaning in a world obsessed with possessions. It's within the hallowed halls of these support groups that we meet Marla Singer, Helena Bonham Carter, a fellow emotional nomad and one of the story's central characters. Marla's presence disrupts the narrator's fragile equilibrium as they both navigate the surreal terrain of shared pain and vulnerability. During a business trip, the narrator meets a charismatic soap salesman named Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt. Tyler is everything that the narrator is not: confident, rebellious, and free-spirited. The two strike up an unusual friendship. After returning home, the narrator discovers that his apartment has been destroyed in an explosion. With nowhere else to go, he contacts Tyler, and the two decide to move in together. They begin to form an underground fight club as a way to release their frustrations and find meaning in their lives. The fight club attracts disenchanted men from all walks of life who come together to engage in brutal physical combat, believing that pain and suffering are the path to self-discovery and enlightenment. As the Fight Club grows in popularity, it evolves into something more sinister, known as Project Mayhem. Tyler becomes a charismatic leader and starts to use the group to carry out acts of domestic terrorism aimed at destabilizing society and bringing about chaos. Throughout the story, the narrator becomes increasingly unhinged as he grapples with his dual identity, torn between his own sense of morality and the destructive path that Tyler is leading him down. He also becomes involved in a tumultuous and destructive relationship with Marla Singer, a woman he met during one of the support groups. As the story unfolds, it is revealed that Tyler Durden is a figment of the narrator's imagination, representing his own subconscious desire to break free from the constraints of society and his own sense of powerlessness. The narrator suffers from dissociative identity disorder, and Tyler is his alter ego, created as a response to his feelings of inadequacy and disillusionment. In a climactic twist, The narrator realizes that he and Tyler are the same person and that he has been carrying out Tyler's destructive plans unknowingly.
Oh, Tyler! Tyler!
3 minutes. This is it.
He decides to confront Tyler and put an end to the chaos. In a violent confrontation with himself, he shoots himself in the mouth, effectively killing Tyler and ending the reign of Project Mayhem. The movie concludes with the narrator holding hands with Marla, and they watch as the buildings around them explode, symbolizing the destruction of the oppressive consumerist society they had been trying to escape. Fight Club is a thought-provoking and darkly satirical exploration of masculinity, consumerism, and the search for meaning in a dehumanizing world. It's a film that leaves viewers questioning their own values and the societal pressures that shape their lives.
Pressure creates stress. Stress evolves into anxiety. Anxiety triggers paralysis. Paralysis causes stagnation. Stagnation gives way to yearning. Yearning begets action. Action leads to catharsis. Catharsis to relief.